calling you a radical, it's real important that I do this video right here as far as the Freudian activist. Who is the most, probably, well, one of the most effective Freudian activists, controversial, fucking crazy. Oh, did that fucker know what he was up to? He said, I wanted to violate every fucking one. Everybody, left, fucking right. Oh, did he? I like Gloria Steinem's fight with him. There's nothing more CIA than Gloria Steinem. Nothing. And I can dive into that. I could write a whole book on her prop up of Tupac. She's the one that found him as a child protege. You know, Tupac's mother, the Black Panther, spent in prison to become the billionaires who completely hijacked the truth of Malcolm X. I used to take a class over to a group of young people when I was the anonymous activist in New York in the day. So you want to go see the people killed Malcolm X? Come on. What? He's working in the McDonald's right there in Williamsburg. Let's go talk to him. I used to go talk to him all the time. So, anyway, and why is this important? Because I grew up in Ogden, fucking Utah. The most Freudian place in the fucking world. In the 60s? Oh, you don't know what I saw. There ain't nothing more hardcore and fucking... I renamed the city Blood. Sex, blood, fucking... It was... Von McKay Brody. Here. Probably the most Freudian writer of them all. Bernard DeVoto. I mean, I can go on and on and on and on. These are the people that mentored me, Freudian. So, Kevin Blanch, the Freudian activist. Look, with the center line hanging out, you can go ask Femme. Go ask her and go talk to her. There was a girl from the Ukraine in the bone marrow transplant center with me in 2011. Young. An artist who said she got the attention and got the idea from me. Came into our rooms with permission from her and I. This young Ukrainian girl was in there. Dang. She videoed and took photos of our bodies as I went from 170 clear down to 119. Central lines as she went from 130 pounds down to 70 something. Disturbing. Freudian. By the way, I shot videos of me completely stark fucking naked sucked up with the central line. I put them on YouTube, take them down. We did, you know, me and the young girl, that one that I do right over here in Ogden when I'm flipping the signs, she was going to do it with me, you know, and that was the agreement. And we talked a lot. I said, you're going to have to put something on, you know, because it'll go down. They won't let it up on YouTube. We don't have sites to put it on, you know. She died 3 days before that happened. So the photographer, she has them all. I mean, they will fucking violate you like no other. And I says, you can put anything you want anywhere you want me. I don't give a fuck. And I'll tell you what, when I was under the chemo and ripped up, I never had so much attention from females. Of course, them days are over. But I says, nothing with her unless, you know, no way, unless her family agrees to it, blah, 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 blah. So Larry, fuck, talk about a Freudian fucking activist. Hating, fucking love it, whatever. So Femme, they'll tell you straight up. Go talk to her. We got the idea to go into Chernobyl, killed by peaceful nuclear energy, from Kevin Blanch. They'll tell you that. I put those videos up. Right now. I put them on Facebook. I put them on YouTube. The self-right. Look. Fan, not fan alert. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Fuck. Whoa. You want to talk about a Freudian controversial fucking human. Holy fuck. You know, and I call it the CIA belt. You know, we go back to Doris Day, her son. They all come from the same region. You know, remember, he died of leukemia. Charles Manson. You know, the guy that shot Flynt, he committed his last murders here in Utah. I mean, I grew up in Ogden. You don't know, Freudian. You don't know what I fucking see. This place was so incredible. Fucking San Francisco had nothing. Violence? Oh, fuck, the murders here. Hoffman did his work right in there. You know, blew up the Mormon hospital, killed people. I mean, in the name of Mormonism? I mean, his cellmate was Lafferty. How about they just drank the Kool-Aid and fed it to their kids? He was in Lafferty's cell. How does that happen? How does that happen? Freudian activism? I've always been accused of being too far. I take it as a compliment. Whew. Did I agree with what? Fuck no, I don't agree with anybody's fucking bullshit. You know, it is what it is. Talk about, you're talking probably, well, let me get to this. Peace vigil. You know, started in 81. It started before 81. And William Thomas's last name was not Thomas. Radical? Oh, fuck a radical. Hickenbach. I mean, whew, that fucker was crazy radical good. I mean, to think what it's turned into, the so-called peace movement. You know, speaking of that, right at the peace vigil, you can ask Craig Thompson. Go talk to him. When a guy comes walking up, speaking of Freudian, he's visiting with me. Kevin Blanch, I come to visit with you, blah, blah. I says, why are you talking under your voice like that? Oh, I says, I know who you are. You know, he's a skinny old man. And I says, bet you don't. I says, how much you want to fucking bet? I says, you're Jesse Ventura. I spent 2 fucking days with him. Jane Fonda, right there, visiting with me. Of course, they're not going to fund me. I'm way too fucking hot to handle. Freudian. I look back at those fucking videos that I have. I mean, there's nowhere to put them. That artist that come in here, she was a photographer, and, you know, she'd come visit me. I'll never forget, speaking of Freudian, because, and this is what, I really don't like Gloria Steinem, not because of her activism, because of her phoniness. She attacked erotica. Now, we know in the cancer fight, erotica is beyond important. You have to have it. Whether it be sexual or whatever. They actually have fingertip massage therapists. They don't want nobody you're used to. I had 2 young female massage therapists, thank God, that I found totally naked would fingertip me. You know, I remember one day, had a lot of beautiful nurses. My doctor comes in and says, God, you're getting better. God, you're getting better. I understand you tried to talk one of the nurses into crawling to bed with you last night. And I says, that was her idea, not mine. Don't blame me. And I remember the nurse says, well, I'd like to crawl in bed with you, Kev. But what do you... I says, oh, I'm good. I'm good. You know, so the libido matters in the Fukushima fight. The Freudianism, I mean, it matters in a very fucking real health way. Now, twist it, which he did. I'm not a fan of his, you know, so-called publications, his work. It doesn't matter. I'm a fan that he, fuck you, stuck it to both sides. And he called out the phoniness. It's like, Proud Boys, I knew they were CIA. I mean, I've led these exact fucking marches. I know the left's a total fucking fraud. You know, look what they've done. The fucking so-called greenwashing machine called Greenpeace, Sierra Club. Fuck, they're a fucking fraud. I know the radical fucking right's a total manufactured fucking fraud. So did Larry. You know, the great Gloria Steinem quote, which she takes credit for these quotes that she never quoted. You know, what she did with Malcolm X is, I will never forgive her. Malcolm X was a peace activist. The greatest quote ever, one of my favorites. Of course, I'm a big fan of Muhammad Ali's quotes, but Malcolm X. Well, you know, race, all this different bias. He says, you change your rhetoric. He says, let me tell you, I went to Mecca. What changed me is when I went to Mecca, I saw blonde-haired, blue-eyed Muslims. It's one of the greatest fucking quotes of all time. What she did to his legacy, he was a man of peace. You know? Think about it. It was his own people. You know, the CIA again. sent those fake fucking letters. They blow up his fucking house. They murder him on a stage in front of his little girls. Fuck about Freudian. So, I grew up in Ogden. You don't know fucking Freudian. You don't know fucking... Ted Bundy right on this fucking campus. Bailed out of the Ogden fucking jail. Girlfriend. Dude. Was there with him from Ogden. I mean, fuck you ain't... Like I said, I call Ogden blood. I grew up here. Holy fucking Art Deco decay. So, to Larry, what a fucking life. The greatest Freudian activism in history? Maybe. Femin, Kevin Blanch. So, it's important. I'm going to do another one with my iPad. Freudian activism. Fatima K. Brody's still banned on this campus to this day. First female professor on this campus. First female professor in the history of the state of Utah. First history fucking dean. Female in the history of the United States. She's right here. 16-year-old professor. Greatest female writer in American history. They won't even speak her name to this fucking day. This ain't nothing new. The Black Point of Kevin Blanch. That's Larry. Wow, what a fucking life. Oh, he took these phony fuckers on, didn't he? He took them all on. He didn't give a fuck. Crazy motherfucker? Fuck. Wow. Stay tuned.